welcome back to New West Reset. My name's Frankie. Thanks for joining me here today. Today we're going to check out a few places. We're going to start with this old house here that's been converted into apartments or separate suites. And then we're going to actually check out this whole block here. There's all kinds of interesting stuff. Sorry for the glare. The sun is shining today. It's kind of not too bad of a late fall afternoon here. But yeah, let's start off here. Check out this place. I'm on 14th Avenue and 2nd Street Southwest here today. And right away I can see the old red brick, almost turning yellow, original chimney, or probably most likely the original chimney on that anyway. And there's some kind of little techie little bobule looking thing up on the top of that. What do they call those? I don't know. You know what I mean. That rounded part there, that thing. But looks like it's a 3-level, or well, it looks like originally it was 2 levels and then an attic, and they've added extra space up on the top in the attic. But I can see a couple of really suspicious windows down in just behind that SUV there. So let's cross the street and have a closer look, and then we'll head south down this avenue, or this street, I should say, and check out this place too. But for starters, we get a room for rent here. You know, a guy should have phoned ahead and said, "Oh, hey, can I look at a room?" But yeah, very nice detail on that. Old windows, no arches on them, but these ones here are really low. Like, these are really suspiciously low, and they have the old wooden window frames on them, but they're slightly newer windows by the looks of it. This goes down, and then they've paved almost right up to it, but it kind of goes down again a little bit. So, and then they've added this, try to make it look like a cinder block foundation on there, but it's obviously just concrete, because I can see it's chipping away and wearing away there. That one's even lower than this one. They've almost had to put in a little window well in that one. This one too, another like sort of a window well that they've added. All of these windows, they've put in different types of windows. I guess they just had to sort of put in and fit whatever they could fit. We've got a shack here on the back with funny stairs going up. So this has maybe been added on as a sort of a retrofitted mud room or something, or an entranceway. And all kinds of hanky stairs to get all the way up there. All covered in siding and sort of these scalloped shakers here. So I'm willing to bet that there's probably brick underneath this, but a really beautiful old building. Let's zip around to the front and then swing around the other side. Let's see what we can see here. No date on it, but I'm guessing probably, I mean, it's a really big old house, so I'm guessing 1890s, maybe a really early 1900s. Maybe they'll have something on the front of it that'll give us a little bit more of an accurate idea. It's obviously private property, and they've got it fenced off with a little gate here, so I'm not going to intrude too much, but it's quite a nice old house. Huge veranda or terrace right on the front, wraps almost right around. Basically takes up the whole front of this house, but you can see 5 steps to go up. And I wonder what's underneath that terrace or balcony there and behind this stuff. You can't really get in there to have a look, but lots of mailboxes. There's tons of suites in this place. Looks like there's like 15 rooms in this thing. So I don't think it's necessarily an apartment for rent so much as room for rent, maybe. Let's see if we can see anything down this side. Nothing suspicious anyways. It's kind of the usual, the siding, and some windows have been covered over with, looks like the temporary weather, you know, that's sort of like a tarp or whatever that you put over your window to keep the cold out. Okay, there's that little techie little bobule thingy up there. I don't know what that does. It's pretty neat. Yeah, just a really cool old house. I don't remember ever seeing this house before. This is kind of still in my local stomping grounds here, but I don't know. It's on the corner of a pretty busy street, but Guess I don't come down here that often. But yeah, there you go. Pretty interesting old house on the corner of 14th Avenue and 2nd Street Southwest. Okay, so we're just across the street now from that old house there, and this whole sort of block of red brick building here. It's got this nice detail along the front. It's got a little sort of a pointy top to that. And brick with sandstone along here, and then again this sandstone block, but it looks like maybe there was something there. That block's kind of recessed in and kind of hanky-janky compared to the rest of them. Here as well, right underneath this window. So I'm thinking, was it window? Maybe. Possibly. This one too, window. Perhaps a window in where they've patched that in and blocked it in, maybe. We've got that brick detail there, that sort of phony attempt at an arch. And then the window sills are just brick. They're not limestone or sandstone at all, but it's in really nice shape. It's a pretty nice old building. It's some kind of funny vent above the window there. Swing around to the back. There's going to be some glare here. Oh, see, they've covered the back with all kinds of siding and stuff back here. So we're not going to see anything. They've put verandas or patios for each suite or unit. These are rental units, I think, or condos. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to see anything under there, but they've built all that up. So underneath there, I'm wondering if there were some lower windows like the ones that they blocked in here. But in either case, let's keep going, because I know the front holds some much more interesting characteristics on this thing. So give me 1 second here. Okay, so here we are around to the front of the building, and oh, hello. The whole front of the building is like this. This is ridiculous. Again, I'm no builder, but if I was, there's no way in hell I would build a building like this. You know, hey, let's bring this brick all the way down, put in some nice big windows and doors, and then we'll just fill in 3 sides of this thing and leave the front open. Like, that's weird. Then we have to construct this concrete stair bridge over this lower door to get into this upper door. So a lot of these old houses, these Victorian houses, like that one that we see there, where it's got a balcony or a terrace or a veranda on the front and steps going up, we often hypothesize or suspect that maybe there's a door underneath the main door. Well, there you go. There's the main door and the door underneath. And this is all newer concrete in around here that they've put in. So did they sort of excavate all of this out and then have to sort of retrofit it in? Brick, and this is an older building. You can see the brick there starting to sort of succumb to the weather a little bit there around that bottom of the door here. I'm wondering too if this was added on or something afterwards, because it's coming right down to the top layer of brick above that window. Sorry if it's a little windy. Oh, these are offices. Okay, so this is a law firm here. I thought these were condos. Either way, doesn't really change the fact that this is really weird looking, goofy. But the whole frontage of this building, all the way down the block, is like this. Again, sandstone along the top there. You can see it's starting to discolor the brick a little bit. I think they've smeared concrete over it to try to preserve it. It's really windy. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, look at that. I mean, what do you think of that? All the way down the front of this building, underneath each one of these doors, directly below it, like, I mean directly below it, is another door shooting right down in there. I mean, come on. And then we've got another building very similar to this one right next to it. But I want to kind of swing and have a look at the side of this at least. Okay, so there's the old chimney. Okay, a couple of side windows there. Nothing really special to see. Okay, except for here you can see they've smeared this on, and some of it's chipped away, and there's like an old, I don't know, this is metal here, so like, I don't know, an old vent, but then it looks like there's a brick shoved in there. So I don't know what's going on with that. But yeah, pretty cool. Very weird and hanky, and something that we've always suspected, we've always kind of known, but yeah, there it is. I mean, all the way down the front of this thing. They've had to dig out this to get access to that lower level, which at one point I'm thinking was the main floor. And these weren't doors. Maybe at one time these were windows, I suspect. Anyway, let's have a look at this one here. Same kind of idea where we've got the strip of sandstone there, and they've used that as sort of a jumping off point to add this smear in this schmutz, this sort of spackling stuff, sort of like a false foundation. It's got beautiful brickwork going right up the side of this, like just a really gorgeous old building, really nice shape. But again, it's got this funny, this is very suspicious, like they've built out this sort of a paneled window effect here to make up for the fact that below ground there's another level, and you've got to go up these wacky steps to go all the way up to the main entrance. And again, that door looks kind of short to me. But above that window there's a giant sandstone block which emulates the ones on the side of the here and here, but nothing above the door, and that's all siding there, and that door looks like it's pulled away from the front of the building a little bit. So I don't know if maybe that's a door and then you go through another set of doors and they've created a little entranceway there, I don't know. But again, here on the other side of the front steps, same thing as on that side, the goofy window thing. And some lower windows here. You can see they're about 2/3 of the size of these ones that are above them. So these ones here are all the same size. That one, that one, that one, and then this one is squat. Very stumpy. Let's go around to the side here, and yeah, kind of more of the same, except for the sandstone ends here, and then they've just sort of raised up this phony foundation to follow that same line. Looks like they've probably patched something in there to add a vent right here. So this one's got the sandstone below the windows that the neighboring building did not have. So, yeah, interesting. It looks like this is a facade brick that they've tied in here to an older, more of a faded, almost yellow brick compared to this red brick. And then along the top there too, they add to increase the height of this thing a little bit, because that's a different type of brick. It's more red, and you can see where they've transitioned it from one to the other. Right above the sandstone headers. And again here, you can see, here's the facade brick, and here's the older brick. It's much more faded. And then this little bit more of a redder brick that's been added on. And again, they can't even line up the courses of brick. Look at that. Used a different size brick maybe, or not enough mortar in between the bricks, I don't know. And then that there is not sandstone, that is now concrete. So they've had to do something kind of hanky here. Big massive entranceway in the back of this thing, like 4 doors. That's kind of crazy. And then windows all the way up, and then sort of a semicircular half-arch window there at the top. It's kind of a strange detail, but yeah. So there you go. Now we've got one more to look at. This one right here, right next to it. I think this is a house. I'm not sure. But right away I see a very suspicious looking window here. 2 of them actually. Let's see how this goes down. This goes down. Well, it goes down a couple of inches, but you can see it goes in quite deep there. Like very deep. Very, very deep. Almost 2 of my hands. So that's going in like 8 or 9 inches. Same thing with that one, which is hidden by these stairs, because that's how you build a house, you know, is you put in your basement windows and then you put stairs in, because, you know, people tell us, oh, those are just basements to let light into the basement, dummies. That's not a mud flood window. Okay, So yeah, sure, we'll let light in. We'll go through all this trouble to put in basement windows in the basement to let some natural daylight in. But then we'll put some stairs in front of it. Because yeah, that makes sense. That's logical. That's what you do. Sandstone there. And again, that faux arch attempt with the brick above, they've just painted it black, but it's that sort of angled brick, vertical brick. Looks like they've added another level there quite some time ago. Cedar shakers, it looks like. But, let's take a little peruse down the side here. Same idea here. They've just painted the brick black. No sandstone underneath this window, just the brick windowsill there. And oh, hello. What a funny door shooting right down, and probably going down even further because there's a vent right there, or a drain I should say. Hello. That goes down about 3.5, 4 feet maybe. Another short, funny, really low window. It's like a J-pipe in there or something. I don't know what's going on with that thing. Air conditioning unit with a vent right here. Okay, back to the sandstone underneath these windows again. They've smeared it with concrete or something to try to prevent that erosion that we often see here. And we've got 5 wooden stairs going up to it's pretty much like a regular sized door. Nice detail above here, obviously added on afterwards. One wonders what's underneath here. Really low window under this window. There's a buried window here, buried under all this gravel. Underneath this window, which is under that, so window, 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 door. So was this a window? And then was there a door down there? I don't know. You tell me. Probably not a far-fetched guess. And this looks like this was added on after the fact. Another sort of entranceway to this. These sort of what are these called? Pergolas or something? I don't know. Yeah, really beautiful old house or old whatever this is. So yeah, pretty neat. Pretty neat. So there you go. That's going to seal the deal here today for this whole block from that old Victorian, these beautiful brick buildings, neighbors, 3 of them in a row here of these nice old brick buildings. So yeah, very, very cool. So I am on the corner of 15th Avenue and 2nd Street southwest here. I went from 14th Avenue right up to 15th Ave. And yeah, that's going to do it here for today. As always, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Just beep boop bop it down there. And until the next one, take care and have a great day.